I'm going to do something totally different today. Instead of using the oracle cards, we'll see if this will work. I'm going to take one from the Angel Tarot, one from the Brownies, and one from Mr. Gollywog and Friends. And let's see if we get a topic for today. It may work, it may not, but we will see what we get. See what we got. First card out is the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, and good health. Let's see what the Brownies have to contribute to that today. Temptation. Temptation. And last but not least, we have choice. Choice. Okay. So again, this comes down to, in this case, is about weighing your decisions. Okay. Actually, this could go across all of them. Intimate relationships, weighing your decisions, good health, and the temptations that come up along the way, and the choices that you make. Okay. So definitely the temptation to not wear the mask is a choice that some people are making. They're making the choice not to wear the mask. They're making the choice to believe it's not a good decision. And unfortunately, a lot of people are paying the consequences of that choice, which is illness and perhaps death, and also ruining their health for quite some time. Because it's not just having the virus. It's about long-range health problems afterwards of it that are coming up. Clots. They're finding in the autopsy clots throughout the body. And a clot, really, you can have a stroke from a clot. You can have a heart attack if it dislodges. So many things that can happen with that. So even when you make it through, you're still not out of the woods, okay? So, and during this time is really important to weigh your decisions and the choices you make, especially coming up in this election, okay? Weigh your choices. Because this is such an important one coming up. And again, look at the temptations that are coming up in your life. Are they really worth it? What is the fallout going to be? Because every door you open and you walk through in your choice brings a whole lot of varying experiences with it. Some choices, temptations you may have and walk through that door, and it's going to bring a lot of baggage into your life. Okay? Kind of like those for us that are diabetic. Okay, if you choose to eat a lot of sweets, that temptation is there. You're going to pay the consequences of it when it comes to your health. Okay, so again, this can go across so many different things. Look at what you're tempted by and look deeper at how that choice is going to affect things in your life when it comes to either your relationship. Are you tempted? Are you in a relationship and you're tempted to go out and have an adulterous relationship? Okay. Are you tempted? So many things one can be tempted by. And choices that can really wind up causing a lot of havoc in your life, in other people's lives as well. I just watched a movie last night, documentary. This guy talked about when he was really young and his sister, and they were molested by the father's brothers. Okay. And how it affected their lives. And one of the guys that was molesting them was this really well-known cantor. Okay. He was a great opera singer. He became a cantor, and he, was molesting his nephew and his niece. Okay. This was prevalent in their family. And the father, put it in the back of his mind, he had been molested by the older brother. Okay. So, and he didn't want to believe that they would carry that on again to his children. Well, they did. And thank God this kid, finally, they were taking him to a therapist. Okay, and then all this came out. I think he did finally take it to court, and two of them were given very long sentences. The one that did the most damage, this cantor, basically got off pretty easily. He pled to misdemeanors, and the kid didn't want to drag it through anymore. He was, but yeah, those kind of choices and temptations and, horrible, horrible things. So we can either stand for right, or they can justify their actions. Okay? So you can make a choice to stand for right. Okay? And it may be difficult. It's not always easy to stand up for right. You may have to face a lot of blowback from a lot of people. But if you care about others, okay, you care about society, you care about do the right thing, do the right thing, make choices that are going to benefit people, okay? So today is a day to look at temptations, see if they're going to benefit or not. One may be tempted in a good way to start something new. Okay, it may be a temptation to make a choice to begin something new. Okay? You don't know if it's going to work out. You don't know if it's not. But weigh your decision. Weigh your decision and see if you can go forward. You know, you may be tempted to start a new program. Like this kid that had gone through the abuse, he started a program afterwards and was beneficial to others that have gone through abuse and things. So you may be tempted to do something good. Make a good choice. Okay? So hopefully your temptations are to make good choices, to step out of the box. And sometimes, you know, that can be scary for people to step out of the box. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Okay? Sometimes you just have to trust the universe and step out. Step out. Okay? You never know unless you begin the journey. Okay? You may have the temptation to start something, like I said, something new. So again, look at that choice, weigh the options, and then make the best choice for your life. Don't let somebody else tell you what you should choose, what you shouldn't choose. You're the one that has to live with your life and the consequences of the actions and the choices you make. So, you know, be willing to make your choices, step out, and go forward in your life. Anyway, so much love and light to everyone. I hope somebody has gotten something, a benefit from this today. So thank you to the Brownies and Mr. Gollywog and his friends for joining in that today. I think that worked out okay for the Brownies, Mr. Gollywog, and the Angel Tarot. They work pretty well together. So, oh, here comes Mr. Max. He says, I can tell you're winding up, and he's kissing up to me again. He's kissing up and saying, Mommy, you know, don't you want to go ride the car this morning? Don't you want to go ride the car? He said, you know, last night we didn't ride the car. We didn't go last night. It was a horrible thing. I didn't get to have my poochie cone. There was no poochie cone last night. Yeah, he thinks that every day I have to get up. You know, I do my reading, do my talk, take him out to do his walk, do his business. And then, you know, it's time to come in, and then we go ride the car. I go get my Starbucks, and he may get his puppuccino. More often than not, he does. You'll see he's getting excited. He knows what it is already. Okay, we come back. We're here for part of the day, and then we go out in the evening again. And if he's lucky, he gets a poochie cone. So he thinks that that's, you know, what we have to do every day. And he lets me know, hey, it's time. It's time to go. I want to go. He's a slave driver, I'm telling you. Anyway, yes, we'll go out for a ride, but I don't know if you're going to get one today. You've had one every day the last couple weeks. I think you need a break one day. He says, I think we're of different opinion on that. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light to everyone. Please continue to be safe out there. For those that keep asking about my home things, yesterday they put the second down on it, and just winding up with having a few things done there. So once they put the second down, it's pretty well to go through. Otherwise, they lose quite a chunk of money. So hopefully that will be closing on the 25th. The other house in El Paso, I passed on it because there's just too much work that needs to be done there, just way overkill, and property taxes are really expensive there, so I decided not the best option. I'll continue to look here in Las Cruces, which my heart is really more here in Las Cruces anyway. So let's see what happens. And I see you kissing up to me. I'm going to close this now because Mr. Max will not let